Good morning, all my sweet friends, pals, and confidants. I love y'all so much. Please comment below. Let me know that you're watching because I don't get comments, so I don't know that people actually care about what I'm doing. I keep doing it because God keeps telling me to do it. So as long as I feel God's Spirit in me telling me to continue with this, I'm going to continue with this. I'm doing Bible study. I'm sharing life in St. Augustine as an old retired nurse, newly married. Someone reminded me last night that we are still newlyweds, even though we've been married. It'll be a year in May. I'm excited what this year has to offer us. CEO is still working. He's hoping to work till 72. It's a lot of driving. I'm telling you what, I know he can do the job. His job is, what did I get on my glasses? He's an accountant. He does all the financial and human resources for a large commercial construction company in Jacksonville. And I know they love and adore him, and they're so happy to have him and all his experience there. So as long as he can continue that job, I wish there was a way for him to work from home and maybe just go in once a week. Maybe they'll be able to do that down the road, but right now, that's a no-go. So pray for that for me, that my husband can continue to work as he enjoys and is good at, but that somehow either the drive gets easier for him, he can ride with someone, or he can start working from home. He's hoping that after he does retire that he can do consulting work from home, and that would be great. Eventually, I'll be able to clean out what was originally his art room, and I've kind of gone in there and taken over. Yeah. I got lots of stuff in there. I need to still go through stuff. Got lots and lots of office supplies because, as many of you that know me know, I used to work from home. So I have all the office things that you could possibly need to work in an office. I'm having my coffee this morning. Are you having your coffee? What are you having in your mug? What's in your mug? Or are you drinking a glass? Are you drinking water? Are you drinking tea? Are you drinking soda? I want to know. So this morning, my breakfast, and I'm getting a late start, not because I laid around in bed this morning. I absolutely did not. But because I've been doing other things. What have I done? I already took the dog out. I've done some vacuuming. I cleaned a fan. Which fan did I clean? I know I cleaned a fan. Cleaned the living room the other day. Anyway, I'm trying to do a fan a day. We have 5 ceiling fans in our house, and my husband likes air circulating. It freezes me out, to be honest with you, but he says we need it. Because it's Florida and, we have dampness in the house, you need to circulate there. All the good stuff. So, yeah. I cleaned this one last week. Cleaned the living room the other day. I still need to do the bedroom, the office, and our granddaughter's room. So, it's 10 o'clock. I've already got everything, all the supplies out to make homemade hamburger buns. I took the hamburger out yesterday. I was going to fix hamburgers for dinner. Just like, a hamburger steak, no bun or anything. We ended up going, we had Bible study last night, discipleship group, and it was late, and neither one of us wanted to really stand over a stove, even though it's, hamburgers, they cook up pretty quick. But he had an hankering for a sub, so we had subs last night for dinner. But tonight, we're going to have that hamburger that I took out of the freezer yesterday and homemade hamburger buns. And I might take you along that journey because I've never made hamburger buns before. Made bread lots and lots of times, but no hamburger buns. And I thought I had sesame seeds, and I can't find them. So I need to put that on my shopping list, sesame seeds. But I'm going to use everything bagel seeds. See how that works. Sounds good in my crazy mind. It is beautiful. Actually, it's cloudy. It was partly cloudy like a half hour ago, but now it's cloudy. It's 61 degrees, which I know all my cousins and family and friends up in Michigan, you've got to be thinking that this is just balmy. But for me, having been raised in Florida, I'm freezing. It's still cold at 61. It's just a little on the cold side for me. I like it in like 70, 72. That's absolutely perfect with a little bit of a warm breeze. Heavenly. It is going to get up to 66 today though, and it's going to get sunshiny later. So my dog Moses, he's sleeping at my feet right now. Moses and I will go for a walk later. I just realized y'all can see my stuff here. I love this thing. This is an automatic sifter. It works by vibration. Is that not the coolest thing? I have arthritis, so doing this really hurts me. And I needed a new sifter, and I went online on Amazon, where I do all my shopping. And I was going to buy a new sifter, and I saw this, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. And I bought it, and my goodness, I'm in love with this thing. So my vacuum cleaner, love that thing. It's a stick vacuum, and I just plug it in and charge it, and then I don't have a cord. I love that. I love that vacuum cleaner. It makes me want to clean all the time. So I vacuum my floors at least 3 or 4 times a week. Sometimes as much as daily. It just depends on the mess that I make when I'm baking. That's when I usually make the biggest mess. Dog doesn't make a mess. I call him a she all the time. He doesn't really shed. He is a Brussels Griffon. He's a 1.5 years. He's adorable. If you see posts of him on my Facebook page. I just sent a video to his former mommy this morning, letting her know she did a good thing. She did a good thing by giving him to us, because my heart is full now, and he's spoiled rotten. He's spoiled. He gets treats every time he goes out and goes potty. I just gave him a carrot. I don't think he liked it that much. He wasn't crazy. He dropped it actually. And I even cut up into teeny tiny pieces, and he's not a food motivated dog. So yes. So I am gonna make hamburger buns this afternoon. I am caught up on my Bible study fellowship. I did my devotions this morning. Oh, my daughter-in-law gave me this, the Bible in 52 weeks. And it was so great that, I started it January 1st. And here it is, the 22nd of January, and I'm already, in week 5. Yeah. So it's exciting. I love my Bible. It's how God soothes my heart, keeps me focused on Him. Yeah. So I'm having my coffee. I'm having my apple cider muffin. These are Martha White anyway, it's just a package. You just add milk and throw it in the oven. Delicious. So we are on Ruth Chapter 3. And Ruth is at the threshing floor. Ooh, it's getting sexy here. Okay. If you didn't think the Bible was a sexy book, you haven't read it. Especially this one book in here. Song of Solomon. That's almost X-rated. I would say that's definitely R-rated. There it is, Song of Solomon. Yeah. Now my breasts are like towers when my lover looks at me. He is delighted with what he sees. Yeah. Woohoo! Getting me all fleshed. Yes, even old ladies get fleshed. When I see The Rock, when I see, oh, what was his guy, the name of the guy, with the long hair and the muscles. And my husband, he gets me flashed. Anyway, Ruth at the threshing floor. Let me take a sip. Okay. One day, Naomi said to Ruth, "My daughter, it is time that I found a permanent home for you so that you will be provided for. Boaz is a close relative of ours, and he's been very kind by letting you gather grain with his young women. Tonight, he will be winnowing barley." I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up and let you know. I have an idea what it is, but I don't want to say it and then y'all come back on and say, "You dummy." Actually, I would love for anybody to comment about anything. Comment, please. It helps. The more people that comment, the more this will be seen by people, and the more chance I have for eventually making this a ministry. Okay. Tonight he will be winnowing barley at the threshing floor. Now do as I tell you. Take a bath. Ooh. Put on perfume. And dress your nicest clothes. Then go to the threshing floor. But don't let Boaz see you until he's finishing eating and drinking. Well, surely if she's wearing perfume, he's going to smell her. I digress. Be sure to notice where he lays down. Then go and uncover his feet and lay down there. Ooh. He will tell you what to do. "I will do everything you say," Ruth replied. So she went down to the threshing floor that night and followed the instructions of her mother-in-law. After Boaz had finished eating and drinking and was in good spirits, he lay down at the far end of the pile of grain and went to sleep. When Ruth came quietly, uncovered his feet and lay down. So if anybody had seen that, they would have thought that Ruth and Boaz were intimate. I was going to say something else, but intimate's a good word. Around midnight, Boaz suddenly woke up and turned over. He was surprised to find a woman laying at his feet. "Who are you?" he asked. "I am your servant, Ruth," she replied. "Spread the corner of your covering over me, for you are my family redeemer." "The Lord bless you, my daughter," Boaz exclaimed. "You are showing even more family loyalty now than you ever did before, for you have not gone after a younger man." So I'm taking it that Boaz is not a young man. And if he truly was Elimelech's brother, that would make him old enough to be her father. We don't know. It doesn't say how old he is, but it does say, "You're gorgeous. You could have gone after a younger man, but you didn't. For you have not gone after a younger man, whether rich or poor. Now don't worry about a thing, my daughter. I will do what is necessary, for everyone in town knows you are a virtuous woman. But while it's true that I am one of your family redeemers, there is another man who is more closely related to you than I." So it might be another older brother, or a brother and Boaz's cousin. We don't know. It doesn't say. It just says he's a relative. "Stay here tonight, and in the morning I will talk to him. If he is willing to redeem you, very well, let him marry you. But if he is not willing, then as surely as the Lord lives, I will redeem you myself. Now lie down here until morning." Can you imagine if the other guy had said yes, and Ruth would have had to marry someone that she didn't care about? She's already, she liked him from the get-go. He was kind to her and sweet and took care of her. So she's already got feelings for him. And I think Naomi saw that. That's why she hatched this plan. So Ruth lay at Boaz's feet until morning, but she got up before it was light enough for people to recognize each other. For Boaz had said, "No one must know that a woman was here at the threshing floor." Because they would have. You know, people have dirty minds. So, Then Boaz said to her, "Bring your cloak and spread it out." He measured 6 scoops of barley into the cloak and placed it on her back. Then he returned to town. When Ruth went back to her mother-in-law, Naomi asked, "What happened, my daughter?" Ruth told Naomi everything Boaz had done for her, and she added, "He gave me these 6 scoops of barley and said, 'Don't go back to your mother-in-law empty-handed.'" What a sweet guy. And then Naomi said to her, "Just be patient, my daughter, until we hear what happens. The man won't rest until he has settled things today." Ooh, so loving. Okay, tomorrow we will read chapter 4, and will be the end of Ruth. We will finish up Ruth tomorrow, and then we'll talk about next week about what we're going to do after that. I am going to take you on my journey to making hamburger buns, so we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy this Bible reading. I hope you read along with me. I was reading out of the New Living Translation. NLT. I believe that means New Living Translation. I know it does, but you know what? Because of my ADD mind, I gotta check out, yes, New Living Translation. I just realized, I just got this Bible just last week because I had seen somebody else use it and I really liked the way it translated something. But when I was a little girl, how old was I? It was elementary school, so 10. It was before Mom and Bob got married, and I was 11 when they got married, so I was probably 9 or 10. My Uncle Tom took me to his church on Wednesday night to Pioneer Girls, and there I learned my first Bible verse ever. And for most people, that is John 3:16. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth him shall not perish but have everlasting life." That is most children that are raised in the church. That's their first memorized verse. It's not true in my case. In my case, my first experience with church was in Pioneer Girls. And when I went, our memory verse was Psalms 119, 105. "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." I memorized that as a child. I've never forgotten it. Encourage your children and grandchildren to memorize because they'll remember it forever. I'm 68 years old, so I've remembered that verse for 60 years. And it still means so much to me. His word, the word, the Bible is God's word, is a guide to me. It's a lamp unto my feet to guide me in the path that he wants me to go. Now, granted, the Bible does not say, "Okay, Luanne, I want you to do this, this, and this. And I want you to be nice to this person. And this is what I want you to do. And this is where I want you to go. This is what I want you to hear. This is what I want you to see." No, it doesn't say that. But what it does do is bring me closer to him in an intimate relationship with him so that he speaks directly to my heart. It's like Ruth and Naomi. Naomi spoke directly to Ruth's heart. She spoke with words, but she spoke to her heart. She knew her. God knows me. He speaks to my heart. He helps me know in my soul what is right and wrong for me. For many people, for example, they can have a glass of wine. I cannot. My father was an alcoholic. My stepfather had problems with alcohol. I would never say he was an alcoholic. He was able to quit cold turkey and never drank another drop of alcohol in his life. So I'm not sure that's that easy for a true alcoholic. My dad, my birth father, was a true alcoholic. And many, many of the people in his family were. I have that gene in me. I know that there are times when I was young that I drank and I liked that feeling. I didn't necessarily like alcohol. I still don't. I was telling my husband, he was talking about beer. Well, actually, he was talking about something else, and I thought I heard beer. And I told him, in my whole life, if you put all the beer I have ever drank into one glass, it might be that much. Yeah, I can't stand the taste of it. I can't stand the memory of what it did to my family. Alcohol destroyed my family. Alcohol destroys so many families. So that is why I cannot drink. I will never condemn anyone else for drinking unless it's destroying your family. And then I won't condemn you, but I'll tell you about it. I'll let you know that I think you're hurting yourself, you're hurting your family, and most of all, you're hurting your relationship with the Lord. I have my own things that I hurt my relationship with the Lord. Believe me, I am not perfect. I am not. Just ask my husband, ask my children. Not perfect. So anyway, I love y'all. I hope you're reading your Bible. I hope you're keeping up with Ruth with me. It's only a 4-chapter book. There are lots and lots of books in the Bible that you could read through in an hour. You know, just start at the beginning and read right through, and tells you a great story. And there are many topical Bibles. So if you want to read about prophets, you know, look up prophets. It'll tell you who the prophets were. I am studying Old Testament prophets in my BSF study. My BSF study is the exile and return. So it's talking about, let me show you that. If you're not in BSF, this is a great place to get started in really learning your Bible, because they go into great depth. If you're a woman, Beth Moore is another one. I know some people have some issues with Beth Moore these days. I'm telling you, I do not. She's a great teacher. I believe that she is anointed by God. Is she perfect? No. Who of us are? So, yeah. I've rattled on like I always do. And my hair, I straightened it yesterday, and I probably should have straightened it this morning before I got in front of the camera, but oh well. Tomorrow will probably be curly, because it's a lot of work straightening it when you have curly hair. It is a lot of work. I get out of the shower, I blow it dry. I have a blow dryer brush that I use to get the majority of the curls out, and then I go over it with a straightener, and then I put my oils in it. So it's still pretty. I have fine hair. I have a lot of hair, but it's very fine, and it's always been kind of fine, but I used to have a lot more hair. Okay. I keep getting off on these little rabbit trails. Why are you not stopping me? Good grief, people. Okay, I'm going to get going. While I'm uploading this, I'm going to do some of my readings. We are finally in the New Testament. I did Genesis, Exodus. I think that's, yeah, we've started out with Genesis and Exodus, which is a lot. Man, it's a lot. If you've ever read Genesis, a lot of people think, oh, that's the story about the beginning. That's for people that don't know the Bible. Yes, it is the story of the beginning. It's a story of creation. It's a story of Adam and Eve. It's a story of the Tower of Babel. It's a story of Noah, and before him Methuselah, and It's the story of giants in the land and angels, fallen angels mating with women, human women. And then after Noah is the whole story of Noah rebuilding after the flood. And then there's Abraham and Sarah and their son Isaac, and then Isaac and Ishmael, and they're still going on today. And then Isaac had 2 sons, and then his son Jacob had 12 sons, and one of those was Joseph, that took the family to Egypt and basically saved the family from starving to death over in Israel, which wasn't called Israel at the time, it was called Canaan. Never called Palestine, funny enough. That didn't happen until long after the death of Jesus. So no, Jesus was not a Palestinian. Sorry to burst some bubbles. He was a Nazarene. He was Jewish from the line of David. On both sides, legally on the line of David through Joseph, and by blood, the line of David through Mary. Okay. Again, I love you all. Have a great day. Comment below, please, and share this video if you would. It's not that hard. You just hit the share button. Okay? Love y'all. Bye.